Hi, Creatures from the Vlog here. It's Thursday, February 17th, and I'm a creature from the vlog. Creatures from the Vlog wanted to take this video outside, but it's too goddamn bright out. You can't even see that my cat is in the window right now. My cat is right here. So, I will be taking this video inside and with the shade down. So, it is pretty tragic that I can't take this video outside, but I'm dealing with it because it's beautiful outside. And as if the weather being really warm wasn't nice enough, I just went to Rite Aid because I had a Jolt craving, and Jolt is 99 cents. Usually it's $1.50. What? You might also notice that I'm not taking my video where I usually do, and that's because I've noticed that a lot of other creatures have been taking their videos in different areas, so I felt like it was time for me to mix it up. It's also kind of at a weird angle, but that's just because I wanted to be able to get me, my window, and some of my Pokemon poster all in the same shot, and when I had them in the bed, every time I talked, the video shook like that. So this seemed like the best option. I wanted to apologize for my last video. I was really inspired and I had a bunch of ideas for what I could do in character, but I don't know when I thought I was going to be able to do that. So I know I kind of talked about it last video, but I got out of class. I get home from class around 3 o'clock-ish, and immediately I went from the train station to the DMV. That took kind of like an hour. I needed to get my ID changed so that way it was flipped. It also just needed to be renewed. So that took a while, and then by the time I was done with that, I came home and I really was just doing things around the house. There was a lot that I needed to get ready. I needed to start packing because I was going the next day. And my mother wanted to leave early to go to Jose Tejas, so as soon as Amanda got back into South Plainfield, she basically came over here. My parents took us to Jose Tejas. That took like an hour and a half. We were really there for like a while. The wait wasn't long, but just getting our food and stuff and just doing drinks took a while. And then right after that, we came home, and I was kind of tired, and I was a little bit drunk. I wasn't nearly as intoxicated as you would think just from seeing that video, but I was pretty drunk, so I really just wasn't feeling it. So I knew that I needed to do the video, but just because of the circumstances in my birthday, it really just wasn't working out for me, so that's why I went through like 14 different accents in that one span of time. So sorry, hopefully this video is a little more quality. It's actually really funny that Carrie asked me to do a Scott Pilgrim fanfiction, because the last 3 days that I've been on the train coming home, I really should be doing my readings because I have kind of fallen behind on my readings for school, but I've always had a really hard time reading on the train. I don't get motion sickness or anything like that, it's just really difficult for me to concentrate. So these last 3 days I've been a total slacker and have just watched Scott Pilgrim vs. the World on my iPod since I have it on there. So then when I watched the video this morning of Carrie and she asks me to do a fanfiction of Scott Pilgrim, I was like, what a coincidence! So, my Scott Pilgrim fanfiction is called Scott Pilgrim vs. the Shore. My fanfiction takes place after Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, and what has happened is that Ramona decides to bring Scott to America, because she hasn't been to America in a while, and because now that Gideon's not running around New York City, she doesn't have to worry about running into him anymore. Ramona and Scott have a good time in New York City, but Ramona is still plagued by her past, and all of the memories come rushing back to her. To kind of get away from this, they decide to visit New Jersey, specifically Sleaze Side, where they encounter the Jersey Shore house. Scott, Ramona, and the gang have to fight all of these different Guidos just to survive on the Jersey Shore. Obviously, Snooki hides weapons in her poof that she uses to fight. The situation uses his abs to deflect Scott and the others' attacks. In the end, Ramona and Scott inherit the Jersey Shore house. Ramona starts becoming a Guidette and gets a poof and turns orange. Scott, however, doesn't go through these changes, but just starts calling himself the Pilgrim. The end. So I recorded a bunch of videos describing my weekend in Atlantic City, but I don't have enough time to do it, and I can't figure out a way to in 20 seconds summarize what happened. So I guess you'll just have to find out some other time. Originally, I was going to make Frankie do a fanfiction about Pokemon, since she suggested it. But I figured because of her video last week, that she should do a fanfiction of Dr. Horrible. So there you go. Frankie, do a fanfiction about Dr. Horrible. Bye, everyone.